You don't notice the last time while it's happening. The last time you pick your kid up. The last time they run to the door. The last time they call you dad like you matter. It just happens. Quietly, without warning. And one day it's already gone. My name is Victor. I'm 89 years old. And I'm sitting here on a quiet porch that feels too big for one man. The chair across from me hasn't been used in years. I used to think I'd fill it someday. With stories, with laughter, with my kids visiting. But silence got there first. I spent most of my life chasing miles, not dreams, miles. Highways, deadlines, invoices, and the idea that one day it would all add up to something that mattered. I knew every road better than I knew my own house. I could drive through the night without thinking. But I couldn't tell you my daughter's favorite song when she was 10. That's the kind of man I became. I was a long-haul truck driver, 300 days a year on the road. I watched sunrises through a windshield and sunsets alone in parking lots. I ate more meals with strangers than with my own family, and I told myself I was doing it for them. Shoes, school, a better life. That was the story I repeated so I could sleep at night. But here's the truth you don't want to hear. Providing is not the same as being present. You think money translates into love. You think sacrifice earns closeness. You think they'll understand later. They don't. Children don't remember what you paid. They remember what you missed. They remember the empty chair, the silence at the table, the birthdays where your voice came through a phone instead of the door. I blinked and my house filled up. Toys everywhere, noise, life. I blinked again and it emptied out. 4 kids. Now 4 numbers in my phone that don't answer. And the worst part, I still check the phone every day, hoping I was wrong about everything. You tell yourself you're building something, a future, a safety net, a legacy. But you can win the provider game and still lose your family. You can give them everything and still not be part of their life. There's a story I need to tell you, because I didn't listen when I should have, about a man named Jack. 1978. Truck stop outside Amarillo. Cold wind cutting through your jacket. Coffee so bitter, it wakes you up out of spite. Neon lights buzzing like they're tired of being alive. Jack stood next to me, flipping a lighter open and closed. He had a picture in his wallet. A little girl with missing teeth and a birthday hat. He showed it to me like it was the most important thing in the world. "That's my Rosie," he said. "She turns 10 next week." There was something in his voice, like he already knew he wouldn't make it. He didn't go. Load came in. Extra pay, tight schedule. Next year, he told himself. Next year turned into 3, By the time he made it home for a birthday, she didn't run to him. She stayed close to her mother, smiling politely, like he was someone she used to know. Jack laughed that night, said kids go through phases, but his hands were shaking when he lit his cigarette. Distance doesn't scream. It whispers until it's permanent. He worked harder after that. More miles, more money, trying to fix absence with effort. But you can't repair a memory you never created. Years later, same truck stop, same cold wind, different man, no picture in his wallet. I asked him about Rosie. He stared into his coffee for a long time. Then he said, "She has a life, doesn't need me much." And then, quieter, I missed the part where I mattered. That sentence stayed with me longer than any road I ever drove. Because here's the part you won't admit. You think love waits. It doesn't. It adapts without you. Kids don't freeze in time until you're ready. They grow around your absence. They learn not to need you. And that's the moment you lose them. Time doesn't take your family away. Your choices do. I used to think I was smarter than Jack, that I'd balance it better. I didn't. My oldest boy, Daniel. First time he rode a bike without training wheels. I wasn't there. He kept looking down the street waiting. Every time a car passed, he thought it was me. I was in Kansas, watching rain hit a windshield. I told his mother, "Tell him I'm proud." Like words could replace presence. You don't miss big moments all at once. You miss them one small decision at a time. One extra shift. One more trip. One more, "Not today." Birthdays, I sent money. Christmas, I called. School plays, I said next time. Next time became never quietly. I built a life where absence felt responsible. From the outside, I was winning. Bills paid, house full, food on the table. People would say he's a good man, a provider. But inside that house, I was fading. Success can make you invisible at home. Years passed like highway lines, fast, repeating, forgettable. Then one day I came home for good, retired, available. I thought now we'll be close. Now I'll make up for it. But time didn't want me anymore. The space I left had already been filled. Habits, distance, independence. My daughter spoke to me like a neighbor. Kind, polite, careful, no depth, no need. That's when I understood something that broke me. I didn't raise my children. I financed their childhood. And the worst part, they weren't angry. If they were angry, I'd still matter. They were neutral. Indifference is what love turns into when it's neglected long enough. I tried to fix it. Calls, visits, gifts, effort. But connection isn't rebuilt with effort. It's maintained with presence. And I wasn't there when it mattered. So listen carefully. Stop trading your life for things. that won't sit next to you when you're old. Stop calling absence sacrifice. Stop lying to yourself that later will fix it. If you're not there, something takes your place. A habit, a screen, another person, and one day you're a stranger in your own family. At 89, you learn simple things matter. Not money, not status, not how much you endured, just who you were there for. Be there in the ordinary, not just the big days, the small ones, the boring ones. That's where love actually grows. Say the things while they still land. I'm proud of you. I'm sorry. I missed you. Don't wait until it sounds like a memory. Choose people over proof. You don't need to prove your worth by exhausting yourself. The people who love you already chose you. Tonight, act like it's the last time. Not dramatic, just aware. Look at them longer. Listen without thinking about your reply. Stay a little more than you planned, because one day it will be the last time, and you won't know it when it happens. You're not running out of time someday. You're running out of it now, before today ends. Call the person you've been postponing. Sit with someone without your phone. Say something real you've been avoiding. Don't make it perfect. Make it honest. Love doesn't need more time. It needs your attention. I gave my kids everything, except me. And now I sit here, with a full life behind me, and empty space where my family should be. The chair across from me is still empty, and it didn't have to be. The cruelest part of growing old is realizing you had the chance and called it later. So tell me, who in your life is learning to live without you right now?